Mr. Charles says, welcome back to Hot Water Wrestling, bitches. Hey.
What's up? Oh, man, I've been getting over this terrible flu. I probably look like crap. That's because I feel like crap, but not as much like crap as I felt the last 2 days. And I've been watching some YouTube videos as I've been laying around, and a lot of people on here talking about CM Punk. How CM Punk is not the best in the world, and how CM Punk is sold out. I'm not even going to say that because no one really said he's sold out, but I guess they're alluding to the fact that the guy sold out or whatever. Well, I will tell you this. From my perspective, if CM Punk was not in the WWE today, I might not be watching the WWE. The man is the glue that holds the company together right now. He's the only thing left in the company that keeps me interested, and I think a lot of people. You know, Edge used to do that before he had to abruptly retire. Okay? Orton, Cena, snooze fest, boring. And it's a real damn shame. You know, I like Randy Orton, but I've liked him a lot less as years have gone on because he has gotten predictable and boring and stale. And John Cena, I'm not a Cena hater by any stretch of the word. I've made videos saying that it's necessary to have a guy like John Cena in WWE, and it is. Okay, and he can have his great matches. Granted, he had a great feud with CM Punk, the feud that put CM Punk on the map of being a main event performer. CM Punk's greatest moment was in a feud with John Cena. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, Cena is not going to keep me interested because he, once again, is stale and predictable. And then everybody else in the company, well, I'm going to go down the whole roster, let you know what I think about every guy. But anyways, I want to say about CM Punk is this. CM Punk is a true success story. He deserves everything he's gotten. When he came to the WWE, nobody thought that he would be a top main eventer that's a multiple-time WWE champion and world champion. Nobody thought that. People thought he might win the Intercontinental Belt, or he maybe might get in the title picture at one point, but nobody saw this coming. And if you say you did, well, then I guess you're a better guy than I am. I've been following CM Punk ever since he came in, actually before the WWE, but I'm just talking strictly WWE right now. When he came into WWE in 2007, I've been following him, and ever since 2008, he came over to Raw, and, you know, I've been watching his career, and I've been pulling for him, and he has defied all odds, and he has earned his spot because he's done his job well, he's done great promos, he's delivered quality matches, and he's kept things interesting, he's kept them fresh, and he's damn entertaining, and he is sick in the ring. He is sick in the ring. You know, he always reminded me of Bret Hart or Chris Jericho. He's one of those guys in the ring that just is the excellence of execution. Chris Jericho, Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, those are three people right there. There's more of them out there. Of course, Shawn Michaels. All those people, excellent in the ring. CM Punk is right up there with him, absolutely. So, you know, he's got a long way to go now to become a legend like Chris Jericho or Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels or Kurt Angle. But I really think that he's on his way to becoming a bona fide legend in the WWE. So anybody who wants to get off the bandwagon and be like, CM Punk sucks or whatever, fuck you. Okay, fuck you. Because you know why? You're going to be back on the bandwagon 2 months from now. But it's the only goddamn thing worth a shit to watch in this company. So anyways, folks, let's go down the roster. I'll give you my opinion of everybody. Alberto Del Rio. All right. This guy has a lot of potential. I don't ever see him becoming the skilled, respected Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Jericho, CM Punk kind of wrestler. But I see him having a long career and being fun to watch. I like him. He gets my thumbs up. He is one of the best villains in WWE right now, and he is definitely a reason to tune in to Raw. So we started off well. Alex Riley. Where is this guy? I don't know where he is. Brodus Clay. Next. Chris Jericho, bona fide legend, does what he wants. CM Punk, we already discussed him. Kurt Hawkins, jobber, never go anywhere. David Otunga had a lot of potential in the beginning. I thought that he might actually, show up to do something, but right now he's kind of waiting in the wings. But I think we haven't seen the last from Otunga. I think we're going to get some decent matches out of him in the future. Dolph Ziggler, very proud of this guy. Dolph Ziggler is definitely, right now, probably the second reason I tune in to watch wrestling. We've watched his career grow. We didn't see this coming, but he sure has become like the Mr. Perfect of a new generation, hasn't he? Thumbs up to Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler's great. Epico, okay. Now, Evan Bourne, I could really fucking care less if he ever wrestles again. Yes, he's fun. He just jumps off the ring, but whatever. I don't give a shit. Goldust, of course, he's a novelty. He's just an old timer there for being there. Jack Swagger, another guy I like. Has a lot of potential. Definitely will see him in the title picture again at one point. Sorry, I've been sick. I had to sneeze there. Excuse me. All right. John Cena. Well, no reason to waste time on that. Of course, he's John Cena. Okay, JTG. Can't believe this guy is still in the company. Blows my mind. Really sad what happened to Crime Time, but it shows you how the tag team title picture has just crumbled and probably will never be restored. Kane. You know what? Kane keeps coming back and surprising me. I thought his career was as good as dead in 2008, 2009. I thought he would be better off just going to TNA because for the Big Red Monster, he wasn't really doing much. He was getting real stale and he was kind of jobbing out, but they've revived his character and they've done it for the better. So, hats off to Kane. He's Kane. Kevin Nash, another old-timer in the company. I'm not really going to comment on him. Kofi Kingston, there's a shame there, Always liked Kofi, always pulled for him. It was great when he had that feud with Randy Orton back in 2009. It got kind of put on hold because of something he did in the ring. No one really knows the real answer of what happened, but ever since then he's never quite gotten the push that he deserves. But he has been a multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, and I always enjoy seeing Kofi wrestle, but I think there's a glass ceiling above him. Mason Ryan, too early to tell, but at the same time, he's just another muscle bonehead. The best he's going to do is become another Batista. Look, I like Batista. I don't love him. He's got a glass ceiling again. He'll never be a great in the ring, but it's necessary to have big muscle bonehead meathead guys. So whatever. All right. Michael McGillicuddy. We just kind of ruined that one. The name's awful. Should have been billed as Kurt Hennig's son, which he is. Haven't really seen enough, but who really knows about Michael McGillicuddy? He doesn't interest me. Snoozer. Primo Clone, whatever. R-Truth. Another guy who surprised me when he came into WWE. He wasn't really used that well, and I thought he would just fade away, but actually he's coming to be one of the more interesting things on Monday Night Raw, I suppose. Always giving good promos and always interested to see what he's going to do next. I don't mind R-Truth, nothing special, but whatever. Rey Mysterio. Well, of course, Rey Mysterio is going to be a Hall of Famer and pretty much has earned his spot as a high-flying legend, so we can move on from him. Who knows how much of his career he has left. Ricardo Rodriguez, I'll mention him because he actually was a wrestler before he was just a ring announcer. Whatever. Santino Marella, big nosedive there. He had a lot of potential. I really liked Santino, like a lot of people did back in 2007, 2008, when he still actually wrestled. But, he's just become a cartoon character. He's become a joke. The only thing worse than him is Hornswoggle at this point, so fuck him. Scott Stanford. I'm just kidding. Okay, next is The Miz. The Miz, all right, well, talk about a guy who has earned his keep. The Miz has certainly earned his keep. No one saw The Miz becoming a WWE champion and headlining WrestleMania in his career. If you would have looked back in 2006, 2007, 2008, you would have said, what? Are you kidding me? No way. We all thought it was going to be Mr. John Morrison who had that future for him. But it ended up being The Miz. And you know what? Just like CM Punk, The Miz has earned it. He has scratched. He has clawed. He has made a spot for himself. It was not handed to him. It was he made it for himself. So hats off to The Miz. Not quite the ring specialist of a Bret Hart, a Chris Jericho, a CM Punk. Doesn't quite have those polished skills to be up there in those ranks. But most certainly, I think he's going to go down as a legend. He's kind of like a Rowdy Piper / Rock kind of guy. If you would. He's kind of like a hybrid between the two of them. He ain't got nothing on The Rock, though. The Rock's my boy. All right, Triple H, obviously bona fide legend. Tyler Rex, okay, whatever happened to this guy? I think some cool things could have been done with him, but whatever. Zack Ryder, well, the jury's still out on Mr. Ryder. Right now he is hot, red hot, and he's looking to have a long career, and so who really knows? He's kind of won me over a little bit in a sense of just being kind of entertaining as of what's going to go on next. But the whole Jersey Shore thing and the broski and the woo-woo, not my cup of tea. I usually don't root for guys like that, okay? So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Zack Ryder is something amazing or whatever, but he has been fun to watch, hasn't he? Okay, next is The Big Show. Well, the rest of his career is pretty much behind him, of course. He will go down as a legend. I hope he gets one more decent title reign. Poor fella. Booker T, of course, legend. Christian comes out of nowhere and has actually, had that little run with Randy Orton where he won the world title, and that might just be enough to save him and get him into the Hall of Fame and actually have him be remembered. Of course, Christian's cool, Christian's awesome, but he'll never really be one of the greatest. Just being honest here. Cody Rhodes, lots of potential. He's another wrestler. Him and CM Punk are two guys I had my eye on back in the day when they were up and coming. I think the best days of Cody Rhodes' career are ahead of him. Thank God he got rid of that stupid mask he used to wear. Stopped acting like a freak. We already had one freak in the Rhodes family there, in the Runnels family, I should say. And one is enough. God bless Goldust, but Cody. If Cody's ever going to be a mainstay main event talent, he can't walk around acting like an idiot. Daniel Bryan, some would say he is the best in the world, and he definitely is. He definitely, there is no one better. There's guys equal to him, of course, but as far as being a ring technician, he is fantastic. He's better as a heel. I think people are going to be really surprised when they see him come off as a heel. His size is a factor. He's not a big guy. We'll just see if he can hang on. If Daniel Bryan hangs on and becomes a main event talent, holds the WWE title, and actually becomes a mainstay, and this isn't just a little Jack Swagger moment he's having, he's going to be someone who has earned it for sure. Not as interesting as CM Punk to me. I think CM Punk has a lot more charisma, way better on the mic, like I said, and a little more exciting to watch, but can't really say more exciting to watch, but he's a little more big time, and Daniel Bryan needs a little more of that big time pop to his step for sure if he's really going to make an impact in this company. Drew McIntyre, what happened to him? I thought he had some potential. He's the Highlander. He's here. He's going to get everybody. If we would have ever had a tag team division worth of shit in this company, him and Sheamus would have been an obvious tag team champions. See, it's, the reason why we don't have the reason I'm upset we don't have a good tag team division in WWE is because guys like Drew McIntyre are wasted. You know what I mean? It's like you could be doing more with him, but there's nowhere for him to go. There's only, two belts that matter. The other two are whatever. Anyways, I'm not going to waste time on that. Ezekiel Jackson, whatever. I don't really care if he leaves or stays or goes. Glass ceiling. Heath Slater. I used to think a little more of him. Now I don't know what's going to happen to old Heath. Middle of the road. Hornswoggle, kill him. Hununcio, I don't even know who this guy is. I probably said his name wrong. I don't give a shit. He made some appearance at, I think, Survivor Series or some fucking pay-per-view, and I don't even know. Fuck him. Okay, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, the Uso brothers, good luck trying to do something in a tag team for those guys, since we have no tag team division. Jinder Mahal, always like a guy around that kind of represents the Arab race. It's cool to have someone. I like him. I haven't seen enough of him to really give a huge opinion, but it looks like he could be a good bad guy. Johnny Curtis. Don't really know enough about Johnny Curtis to say anything. Justin Gabriel, another NXT guy that just kind of, where did he go? What the hell happened to him? I don't know. Mark Henry, of course, really, really amazing. He's stayed in there. He's hung in there. He's worked for his spot, and I'm glad he got his just desserts and got to have a good world title reign. He might even get another one before it's all said and done. So, hats off to Mark Henry. Randy Orton, of course, we've already talked about him. Sheamus, he had it handed to him. He came out of nowhere. Had 2 WWE title reigns. They gave him a push really fast, but you know what? Sheamus has hung in there. There was a time I was kind of ready to give up on him, but now, we'll see what happens to him. He's never going to be one of the greatest wrestlers or anything, but I think he can bring us some good matches for a couple more years, and, I like old Sheamus. He's kind of won me over. Sin Cara, I could really care less about Sin Cara. I think that's a complete failure. Ted DiBiase Jr., oh man, he was someone who I was really hoping to, enjoy over the last few years, and I really thought he was going to elevate himself into some kind of main event status. But he's really fallen off. I really don't know why. I thought he was pretty good on the mic. He's got a great look. The son of the $1 million man's a great character for him. So I don't really know what happened there. The Great Khali, is he even still with the company? Who knows? I don't know. He's an idiot. Trent Beretta, we'll have to see. Don't know enough about him. Tyson Kidd, here's another shame. We have no tag division in the WWE. Like I said, the Hart Dynasty, they were a great tag team. I don't really know what Tyson Kidd's going to do. I'm sure he's a talented enough wrestler. I really haven't seen enough of him, I should say. I was a huge Hart Dynasty fan when they were out there. I watched every one of their matches, and I really loved watching them. Anybody who comes from the Harts, is good in my book. But just feel bad. Hopefully he can do something. The Undertaker, who's that guy? Now, of course, The Undertaker, we're not even going to talk about him, bona fide legend. Wade Barrett. Yes, Wade Barrett. Really, when I first saw Wade Barrett on NXT, when NXT debuted, and I had never heard of him, and I first saw him, I said, that guy is going to become something in the WWE. And he's got charisma. He's great on the mic. He's pretty darn good in the ring, actually. So I think that Wade Barrett's going to hang in there. I don't know if he'll ever be a top main event talent like The Miz or CM Punk or some of these other guys, but he just might be. But I think his best days are ahead of him as well. And then I think that's pretty much we're done with our list. I'm seeing here, I'm on the official WWE site reading these names. William Regal, I don't think is around too much anymore. And then, of course, Yoshitatsu. I always kind of liked Yoshitatsu, the little I've seen of him, but they're never going to do anything with him. So there you go. Bottom line, who on that list, unless they're a bona fide legend like an Undertaker or Triple H, is cooler than CM Punk and better in the ring than CM Punk? You know what the answer is? Nobody, motherfucker. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed my video. I had no idea it was going to be this long, but I'll see you on Hot Water Wrestling. Hopefully I'm feeling better. Hopefully you guys are feeling alright too. Stay out of trouble. Peace out, motherfuckers.